I just flew 14 hours across 10 time zones. By all rights, I should be a complete wreck right now. You know the feeling, struggling to keep your eyes open, feeling like you've already wasted the first few days of your holiday. But I feel brilliant. That's because I followed a specific 24-hour protocol that let me beat jet lag almost instantly. So, in this video, I'm going to share that exact playbook with you, step by step, so you never have to lose another day of your travels to that awful groggy feeling again.
Know you've been a good friend, and that's in the thick and thin, and I know it's never gonna end, 'cause you've been a good friend.
If you've ever flown long haul, you know jet lag is so much more than just being tired. It's this full body, out of sync feeling. Your internal body clock, what scientists call your circadian rhythm, gets completely all over the place. That's why you're ravenous at 3 a.m., wide awake when you should be sleeping, and desperate for a nap right as your tour is about to begin. It can cause fatigue, an upset stomach, and put you in a seriously bad mood, basically stealing precious holiday days or wrecking your productivity on a business trip. I struggled with this for years. I'd land in some brilliant new city, but my body would still be on the time zone I left behind. The first few days? Always a write-off. But for my last trip, a massive 10-hour jump eastward, which is scientifically harder to adjust to, I decided to try something new. I built a strict protocol covering the days before I flew, my strategy on the plane, and most importantly, the first 24 hours after I landed. And honestly, it worked better than I ever could have imagined. The real secret to hitting the ground running is to start tackling jet lag before you even pack your bags. Your body can't just jump 10 hours in a day, but it can handle small, gradual shifts. For my trip east, the goal was to start inching my body clock earlier. First, about 4 days before my flight, I started adjusting my sleep schedule. I began going to bed and waking up about 30 to 60 minutes earlier each day. It feels a bit odd at first, especially waking up when it's pitch black outside, but this little head start makes a huge difference. Second, I got serious about light. Light is the most powerful signal for setting your internal clock. Since I was headed east, I needed to trick my body into thinking morning was happening earlier. So, as soon as I woke up, I'd get a dose of bright, natural sunlight. I mean a proper walk outside, no sunglasses. Then in the evenings, I did the exact opposite. I'd dim all the lights in my house a few hours before my new, earlier bedtime. This encourages your brain to produce melatonin, the hormone that says, hey, it's time for sleep. There are even apps like Time Shifter that create a personalized light schedule for your specific flight. A lot of pro travelers and even astronauts use it to manage their clocks. Finally, and this part is a bit full on but so worth it, I followed a specific diet based on the Argonne diet, which has been studied for its effectiveness. The idea is to alternate feast and fast days. 4 days out, I feasted. A high-protein breakfast and lunch and a high-carb dinner. 3 days before, a fast day with light meals like salads and soups, keeping it under 800 calories. I feasted again 2 days before, and on the day of my flight, I fasted. This fasting period helps deplete your liver's energy stores and basically unties your body clock from its old schedule, getting it ready to be reset in the new time zone. It's so effective, some military studies found that soldiers who followed it were significantly less likely to experience severe jet lag. What you do on the plane is just as critical. The second I got on that aircraft, I changed the time on my watch and phone to my destination's time. It's a small psychological trick, but it's powerful. From that moment on, I lived on the new time. Most of my 14-hour flight was during the night at my destination, so my one and only job was to sleep. I ate a light meal and then turned my seat into a bit of a sleep sanctuary. I used a high-quality eye mask that blocks all light, noise-cancelling headphones, and a comfy neck pillow. I completely avoided alcohol and caffeine. I know it's tempting to have a glass of wine to help you nod off, but it actually ruins your sleep quality, making you feel less rested. Plus, both booze and caffeine lead to dehydration, which makes jet lag feel so much worse. Instead, I just drank loads of water the whole flight. When my new timeline said it was daytime, even though we were still in the air, I forced myself to stay awake. I'd open the window shade, walk around the cabin, and do some stretches to get my blood flowing. I was syncing my actions to my destination, not the city I left behind. All right, this is the most important part. This is where the magic happens. How you handle this first day determines how you'll feel for the rest of your trip. My flight landed in the morning. The absolute first thing I did after going through passport control was to get outside into the sun. I'm not joking. Natural light is the master switch for resetting your body clock. For an eastbound trip, morning sun is key to advancing your clock. I just spent about 30 minutes walking around, letting the light hit my brain and tell it, it's a new day. Next up was breaking my fast. I'd been fasting for about 16 hours, and your first meal at your destination is a huge signal to your body, especially your metabolism. I ate a big, high-protein breakfast at the local breakfast time. This tells your body's entire system that the day has officially started and helps anchor you to the new schedule. Now, despite feeling that magnetic pull towards a pillow, I fought the urge to take a long nap. Napping for more than 20-30 minutes is a trap. It can drop you into a deep sleep cycle, and waking up from that will leave you even groggier and mess up your sleep at night. If I felt like I was about to pass out, I was prepared to use my secret weapon, the Nappuccino. You quickly drink a coffee, and then immediately take a 20-minute power nap. Caffeine takes about 20 minutes to kick in, so you wake up just as it hits your system, feeling doubly refreshed. I also made sure to stay active all day. Nothing crazy, no intense workouts, but I walked all over the city, explored a bit, and kept my body moving. Light exercise helps boost your circulation and alertness, hammering home that new day-night cycle. If these tips are making sense and you're ready to take back your holiday days from the fog of jet lag, do me a quick favor and hit that thumbs up button. It tells the algorithm that you're getting something useful out of this, and it really helps the channel out a lot. As evening rolled in, I started my wind-down routine based on the local time. I had a light, carb-rich dinner, which can help promote sleep. About 2 hours before bed, I dimmed every light I could find and put my phone away. To give my body one final nudge in the right direction, I took a very small dose of melatonin, about 1 to 3 milligrams, an hour before my new bedtime. Melatonin is the hormone that signals darkness to your brain, and taking it strategically can help shift your sleep cycle earlier. Perfect for eastbound travel. It's not a sledgehammer like a sleeping pill, it's more of a gentle suggestion for your internal clock. Of course, I'm not a doctor, so you should always chat with your GP before taking any new supplement. I went to bed at a reasonable local time, around 10 p.m, and most importantly, I set an alarm for the next morning. Waking up at the same time, getting that immediate morning sun, and eating breakfast on schedule is what locks in the new rhythm. I was genuinely shocked when I woke up the next day feeling fresh, energized, and completely on local time. So there you have it. The protocol isn't one single trick, but a combination of scientifically backed strategies that work together to reset your body fast. Preparation, synchronization, and adaptation. You prepare by tweaking your sleep, light, and food before you even leave. You synchronize on the plane by immediately living on destination time. And you adapt when you land by using sunlight, a well-timed breakfast, smart napping, and light exercise to lock it all in during that first 24 hours. If you've ever had a holiday feel ruined by that shattered feeling, I really hope you give this a try. No more wasted days, no more fighting your own body. Just more time to actually enjoy your travels. What are your secret weapons for beating jet lag? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to read what works for you. And don't forget to subscribe for more travel hacks to help you travel smarter.